So today I am bringing you a hair tutorial. And by tutorial, I mean tutorials because we're doing 4 today. As you may have noticed on my Instagram lately, I've been wearing some pretty fun hair accessories, and they are from this little line by Jen Atkin and Chloe and Isabel, and I have been loving these. So Chloe and Isabel is a jewelry company, and they've collabed with Jen Atkin, who's obviously a celebrity hairstylist, and they've come up with a really neat line, more than a traditional hair accessory. I've also found this to be a lot more functional for every day. Usually I will get something to do with hair, and I'll use it for a little, and then I'll forget about it, or want to get something else in a new pattern or a new color. But because these are metals, I think that they can work with all sorts of different outfits, and you can dress it up or dress it down. So now I'm just gonna get into it. So first up, we've got these little circle clips, basically just a circle barrette, and I think this is the smaller size. They came in a pack of 2, and I think that's a great number for these because I'm not really sure what I would do with many more than 2. Earlier this week, I styled it in a braid. So I just had a normal side braid, and then instead of closing it off with a hair tie, I closed it off with this. But that one's kind of self-explanatory, so I'm gonna show you how to do something a little bit different. So I'm going on 4th day hair, and usually by this time my roots start to get a little flat. Today they're not too bad, somehow. I'm gonna start on the side where my part leaves the biggest chunk of hair, and I'm just going to start right at the front of my forehead. Ow. So I just pulled up a small section of hair right here. Instead of braiding straight back in a line that follows my part, we're gonna go diagonal a little bit. So I grabbed a little chunk of hair, not too much, and I'm going to start braiding it back. I'm just going to continue braiding just a little bit so that I can get a good tail on it so we can pancake it. As I'm sure you know at this point, all you do is just tug gently at the outside of each section of the braid. Once it's pancaked how you want it, we're just going to hold it down wherever we want to pin it, open the little clip like that, and then slide that in and clip it. I'm just gonna unbraid the rest of that so that we don't have a weird like half braided bit. And then from here you can do it on the other side also, but I kind of just like the one myself. So next up is the thing that I've been using the most, which is this bun pin, and you put it in your hair like that, and I think it's so pretty. Upside down. I think it wants to do that, but honestly I've been wearing it upside down, and I promise you can do it either way. But this is the one that I've been wearing a lot, and what I do to start is just put my hair in a ponytail on top of my head. Okay, so now that it's all up and out of my face, I had to get rid of the spare hairs that fell right out of my scalp. I have done a lot of just plain buns with these, and then I've also done a braided one. So if you want to do a plain bun, pull it to one side and wrap it. And then pull it to however I want it to sit. And then I put in one of my bobby pins, or however many, wherever you need them. But because the bun pin will be there, it will help hold it a little bit. So you just put it around it however works, and then I kind of smush it down a little bit so that it's not spilling out over the top. Then you take the little stick that comes with it, and there we go. That's what the plain bun that I've been doing looks like. I think it's a super fun accessory to it, but it's still a very basic bun. I've seen everyone be able to throw up their hair in some sort of top knot and make it look decent. So I've been loving this. And then for the braided one, I'm just going to flip my hair over, braid it down really quick. And you know what's next, we're gonna pancake it. And this is just really loose, quickly done, so don't worry about it looking perfect because you're just gonna put it up in a bun anyways. Okay, so here's our braid, and we're just gonna wrap that sucker around kind of how we did the first one, and honestly with braided buns it just takes me a minute. You just kind of have to keep fiddling with it and putting in pins as you go to make it lay the way you want it to. So now I can honestly say it does work the same whether you have the opening at the top of your bun or at the bottom of it. And then I'm just gonna keep pulling until it lays how I want. What? Yeah, this is all your fault. Okay, so that's about how I do it. I know that that wasn't a ton of instruction, but with this you kind of just have to fiddle with it a little bit. This bun is really fun. It gives it another texture to it, and then with a little bit of gold in it, I think it looks real fancy. So I took out the bun pin, but I'm gonna leave the braid because next up is the ponytail clip, so we just leave it in a ponytail anyways. But if you leave the braid in it, you have a bunch of fun texture again. It's even a little messier than we started, if you can believe it. And I just put a bobby pin right in, just going straight up at the end of my braid, and that will hold it for my hair when it's this textured and honestly dirty. So on clean hair or straight hair this may not work, but that works just fine for me as a trick, and you don't have to tease it or anything like that. We are gonna use this silver ponytail clip. So all you do is just open up the clip, put it on the ponytail so that obviously the front part is facing the front of the pony, and then you've got a fun little pony like that. And obviously you don't have to braid it, you can leave it in a normal pony, but I thought that that would give it a little more oomph to it. Okay, so for the last look I pulled down my ponytail, and we are going to do a giant Dutch braid and then put the fan pins through them. I'm kind of going to go quickly through this just because I have done it on my channel before. It's really the fan pins that are making the difference here. So let's get started. Okay, so you know the drill here. We're gonna pancake it. And I'm just going to secure it off with a hair tie at the bottom. Go back through and pancake it one more time, and then I'll show you how I put the fan pins in. So this is the braid fully pancaked, and I've got 3 of the fan pins. So I'm just going to go in and find a good spot for them. When I did this before, I started right at the top and then went to the middle-ish on the head and then towards the bottom of it, but I don't put them through the tail of the braid. And then they just stay right like that. So all you have to do is find where you want to put it, push it in ever so gently, and it stays right there. And I'm putting these towards the middle of the braid, but you can put them on the outside or along it or however you want. So that's the 3 in there like that. So those are my 4 hairstyles using the Jen Atkin by Chloe and Isabel collection. If you guys want to see any more from me, pick one of these pieces that I've shown and let me know if you want to see other hairstyles from it, and then whichever one people vote on the most, I will show a video using that piece with 3 more hairstyles. So if you want to buy any of these pieces, I will leave the links down below. I've had a lot of fun playing around with these, and I think that you guys would love them also, but just let me know what you'd like to see more of, and I will certainly post another video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!